A very good morning to all of you. Hope all are doing well. Welcome to your English 1 class. We have successfully finished 5 chapters and the revision tests are all got over, right? Today we will start with a new chapter named verbs. We all know what do you mean by verb? Verb is an action word, right? Because it expresses an action, an event or a state of being. Okay, so can you tell me an example of an event? Rain can be an event, right? Rain event is what? Before we start, we should write the name of the chapter, that is verbs. Event is what? Event is happen or rain, right? Then action. Action is what? Sing, talk, sleep, right? Then state. State is what? Is, was and exist and so on, right? So today we will learn there are 2 main classes of verbs. What are they? First is main verbs and another is auxiliary verb. So then it has 2 classifications. One is main verb and another auxiliary. Auxiliary verbs are also called helping verbs. Main verbs are very large in number, whereas these auxiliary verbs or helping verbs, they fall under a small group. Now let us have the examples of main verbs and auxiliary verbs. Main verbs are what? Eat, study, run, understand, modify, produce, etc. Okay? What are auxiliary verbs or helping verbs? Be verb, that is am, is, are. Have, will, can, could, may, might, should, must and so on. Okay. So let us have the examples. I am rubbing this. Main verbs can occur independently. These main verbs do not need any auxiliary verb to stand. Okay, so they are independent verbs. So we can write Neha bought a candle stand. Right? So what is the main verb here? That is bought. So it stands independently. It doesn't need any other verb to, be here or to be complete. Second is, this is main verb. Second is auxiliary. Example word, Neha will buy a candle stand. Now you can see what is the auxiliary or helping verb here? That is will. Okay. And buy is what? Buy is main verb and this is auxiliary verb. So as we can see, if we write Neha will a candle stand, will that make any sense, students? there is an exception. What is that? Do, be verbs and have. These verbs can act both as main verbs or as auxiliary verbs. What are they? They are be verbs, then do or have. Both main and auxiliary. Okay. Now turn the page. So here we will have a column. We will be using the verbs and we will classify the difference. What are called main verbs and what are called auxiliary verbs. So as you are over, please have a pen and copy along with you while this class started. Okay? Because whatever I am writing, do copy. And if you have any problem in understanding, later on you can mention that. Understood? So, let us draw the column. As main verb or as auxiliary verb. Okay. So we will be writing those three verbs I mentioned. What are they? Be, have, and another is what? Another is do. So let us have the difference. First is I am Sunanda. Here this am, it is be verb. It is a be verb. So it acts as a main verb. Now if we use am as an auxiliary verb, what we will write? We will write I am painting the wall, right? So here am stands as auxiliary verb. As the main verb is what? Painting. This is auxiliary, this is main verb, right? Next is please do the cleaning. Okay, here do stands for main verb. Here I do not like cricket. Do not like. Here do is used as auxiliary verb. The third one is, as we have written have, so I have a cup of coffee. Okay, have is your main verb. I have written a short story. Here have is used as a helping verb or as an auxiliary verb, right? So we have learned this. Now another thing, note this one, it's very important. That is, main verbs are called full verbs because they can occur independently in a sentence. So, as have already discussed, main verbs, they can be independent in a sentence. They do not need any other verb in order to be complete, right? That is why they are called full verbs. Okay? Another thing is, main verbs can be either transitive or intransitive. Okay? Main verbs can be both transitive or intransitive. Now we will learn what is transitive and what is intransitive. Okay? Please note, students, these classifications are very important in order to recognize the types. Okay? So, first we will learn transitive. Transitive verbs need an object to be complete. Okay, so for example, we can write Ram cleans the room. So, tell me what is the verb here? That is cleans. So, it is a verb. And what is the object here? The room. This is object, right? So, transitive verbs always need an object to be complete. Okay? Another is Amrita gave me a cup of ice cream. Can you tell me what are the objects here in the sentence? One is me, another is a cup of ice cream, right? So this is what? This is indirect object. And this is direct object. And this is what? This is verb. Understood? Now we will learn what is intransitive verb. Intransitive verbs do not need an object to complete its sense. For example, Rahul laughed. This is a complete sentence. It is making a proper sense. But do you find any object here? No. And there is what? The snow is falling. Can you tell me, is there any object? No, no object is there. Then also it is making a complete sense. So, the verbs are what? Laughed is your verb and here this. Sometimes, intransitive verbs may take subject complement to complete its meaning, but not object. For example, Rahul is happy. So as we can see, is what? Verb. Happy is what? This is not an object. This is subject complement. Okay. Another one is what? I feel excited. Excited is what? Subject complement, and this is verb. Understood? Now we will see main verbs can be transitive in one context and intransitive in other context. It completely depends upon the usage. So let us draw the column and let us have the differentiation. I am rubbing this. Hopefully you are done with that. Quickly draw a column. Then you write here. He opened the door. First one, right? And then this is what? This is transitive. This is intransitive. The door opened. Tell me, he opened what? The door. So this is transitive and this sentence contains an object. The door opened. Do you find any object? No. So here we can see this opened verb acts in both the cases. First for transitive, second time for intransitive. Let us go for another example. They have finished the game. Here another is the game has finished. Okay. So here finished, we can see they have finished what? The game. So this is object and this is transitive verb. The game has finished. No object. So here finished will work as an intransitive verb. Okay. So hope you understand this. Now we will be discussing the exercises in the next class. First you please do read. I am sending a few questions that will be very easy for you to solve. Please try to solve that, and in the next class we will proceed with the exercise. Okay. So for your homework today, you will read the chapter as the book is with you all. So you will have no difficulty. Then also I will be sending this in the study material section. You will get there. Please do download and do read and follow the class. If you have any problem, do mention and try to solve a little exercise that I will give there. And in the next class, I will be proceeding with the exercise of the book. Okay. So have a great day ahead. Take care all of you.